Monkey.
Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. Now, Tyson Fury in 2021, just over a year ago, or about a year ago, he led the public on. He made it seem as if he was going to fight Anthony Joshua, even though he knew well and truly there was an arbitration case between him and Deontay Wilder that acted as a barrier for the Anthony Joshua fights. In 2022, Tyson Fury set the most bizarre deadline offers, saying Joshua has this week to respond, that Joshua has a certain amount of time to respond to a contract offer, even though this is a big fight and negotiations can take an extremely long amount of time. For instance, you look at Terence Crawford and Errol Spence. As of the recording of this video, the fight between Spence and Crawford hasn't been agreed. And Crawford is a free agent. Spence has just beaten Ugas, several months ago. And even more months ago, Crawford has just beaten Sean Porter. And they still haven't agreed in terms of splits and venue and so on and so forth. And now it seems that Tyson Fury has opted, to fight Emmanuel Cha. And serious questions have to be raised about Tyson Fury. Now, I guess, myself and the public, we should blame ourselves, for falling for this trick. Tyson Fury does the same thing over and over again. He constantly gaslights the public into believing that, he's going to make a particular fight only to opt to fight a mediocre opponent. Now, I honestly think if you disagree with me, you must be some kind of Tyson Fury fanboy. You think Tyson Fury couldn't put a foot wrong and that he's the best thing since sliced bread? Tyson Fury is a fantastic fighter. I've said numerous times that he is the best heavyweight in the world, and I'll think personally that he will go down as the best fighter, or the best heavyweight of this era, sorry. He is a giant 6'9". He's listed as, he is extremely skilled and he has a lot of heart. He's got a fantastic chin, and he constantly adapts. He makes adjustments that allows him to win fights. But I think he has, a manipulative side that he will often employ to make, the public or his fans think a certain way. For instance, a lot of people have commented on my channel and said, there's no way that Tyson Fury can beat there's no way that Alexander Usyk can beat Tyson Fury. That's what a lot of people have said. And they've even gone out and called Alexander Usyk a middleweight. I've seen many Tyson Fury fans, not necessarily on this channel, call Usyk a middleweight, but, his fans in other comments and, other videos call Usyk a middleweight. Where do you think that stems from? Who was the first person to call Alexander Usyk a middleweight? Tyson Fury, of course. Tyson Fury has conditioned his fans to actually perceive and believe that Usyk is a middleweight and that Usyk is some kind of pushover and that Usyk is not a genuine contender, and that, if you think Usyk even has a chance against Tyson Fury, you're absolutely deluded. Even though Fury has never fought anyone with the skill level and coordination of Usyk, yes, I still pick Fury to beat Usyk, but that doesn't mean Usyk can't give Tyson Fury a run for his money. It doesn't mean just because you believe Tyson Fury is the best of this era, he is null and void from fighting any top contenders, that he shouldn't push himself. As a heavyweight champion, you should try and fight the best of your era. Tyson Fury has fought Deontay Wilder 3 times. Credit to Tyson Fury, they were 3 very tough fights and he came through those fights. But at the same time, you have to acknowledge that, that's one person. He also beat Vladimir Klitschko several years ago, and recently he beat Dillian Whyte. He also beat Derek Chisora twice in Derek Chisora's prime. So Tyson Fury does have a good resume. I'm not going to sit here and lie and say that Tyson Fury has an awful resume. But I feel like his fights are too far in between. And what I mean by that is, obviously he beat Chisora twice several years ago, as well as Klitschko. And recently he beat Wilder and he beat Dylan White. But in between that time frame, Tyson Fury could have potentially fought, tougher opposition. Obviously, he wasn't active, for 2 years, which made it very hard. But he's got questionable wins or fights, such as the fight against Tom Schwartz. Not questionable wins. All of his wins, in my opinion, are legit. I don't think he cheated against Deontay Wilder. But, fights against guys like Tom Schwartz. What if Anthony Joshua fought that kind of level of opposition as, unified heavyweight champion? People would be criticizing Joshua, saying, well, that's not a high enough level of a fight. You need to be fighting, genuine contenders. And I know this might sound absolutely bizarre to say, but in the ring, Tyson Fury is super duper courageous. I mean, look at his expression in the third fight against Deontay Wilder. Yeah, he got knocked down, he got gritty, he bit down on his gum shield, he got up and he continued to fight and he got the knockout against Deontay Wilder. But I just feel like outside the ring, Tyson Fury doesn't necessarily display the same amount of courage. Did he ever genuinely want to fight Anthony Joshua? Because it just seems like it was a publicity stunt. Now, if Tyson Fury, let's just say his next fight wasn't Emmanuel Cha and it was against Alexander Usyk, then I would probably have to rescind what I've said in this video, and you'd have to give him credit because Usyk is the unified heavyweight champion of the world. He has most of the belts, so if Fury were to fight Usyk, win, lose, or draw, if he fights Usyk next, you would have to give him credit because Usyk is an extremely tough fight. But if Fury takes on someone like Emmanuel Cha or some other mediocre opposition that is nowhere near his level, then serious questions and eyebrows must be raised pertaining to Tyson Fury. So yeah, those were just my quick thoughts on the negotiations between Tyson Fury and Anthony Joshua. I feel like Fury led the public on, and I would say he stuck Anthony Joshua. I don't believe he even genuinely wanted the fight in the first place. But, there is still room for him to change his mind. Frank Warren is still hopeful that there could be a fight between Joshua and Fury. So you never know, but if it doesn't happen, I won't be surprised because Tyson Fury's done this before. I feel like what Tyson Fury tried to do, he tried to lead the public on by saying, well, look, I want to fight Anthony Joshua next. He set an unrealistic time frame for a deal to be agreed, and then he said, oh, well, AJ didn't sign the contract, even though AJ has explained that the contract is with the lawyers and that, these deals take time. And regardless if Anthony Joshua explains it or not, we know these deals take a long time, as I explained with Terence Crawford and Errol Spence. It's not just agreed super duper easily. A lot of negotiations are happening. A fight can't be negotiated on social media. But I feel like it's backfired. I feel like people are clearly seeing, at least objective people can see that, Tyson Fury doesn't look good in this situation. It looks like, he's avoided Anthony Joshua. And I feel like if you're not a Tyson Fury fanatic, you can see that. Anyway, it doesn't take away from Tyson Fury's fighting ability. I still believe he's the best heavyweight in the world. Alright guys, don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment. Alright, peace.